In this video, I'll show you the 4 basic modes: track, loop, jingle, and mix, then the search by reference tool, and then some other features that you may not know about. Let's get straight into this. If you're like me, you probably want to know what these settings mean. There's 4 of them: track, jingle, loop, and mix mode. Track mode is your typical generic classical music track. Most people use this setting by default. Here's an example of a track I had generated recently. If you'd like to hear more, I'll provide a link somewhere here on the video. Jingle mode is best for music content up to 40 seconds long. These are short but complete tracks with a fixed and logical structure. Let's create a jingle track and see what that sounds like. Here, let's type in a prompt, which can be used for any project that you're working on. In this example, I'll type in duck flying, then set the duration to 40 seconds. You can make this longer or shorter, but 40 seconds is optimal for jingles. Then select Generate Track and wait for it to generate. So now that it's finished, let's hear what this sounds like. As you can see, it starts off with a slow intro, then it turns into this soulful melody, which fits perfectly with the scene of a duck flying. Next we have loop mode. Loop mode creates perfectly looped musical pieces, perfect for NFTs and Instagram posts. Here I've created a 20-second loop with the same prompt, duck flying. For this loop I've downloaded it onto my computer, and I'm looping it within DaVinci Resolve Studio. Notice how it almost perfectly blends in with itself after the track ends. Lastly, there's mix mode. Mix mode differs from tracks in that the rhythms seem more coherent. They're also more simple with less rhythms and fluctuations. They are perfect if you want something that will be repeated over and over. For example, at the beginning and end of every YouTube video or podcast. Let's use the same prompt, duck flying, and hear what the mix version sounds like. As you can see, it doesn't fluctuate as much as the other modes. However, around the 30-second mark, it does change slightly, but overall remains simple and elegant. Here's another 20-second example of mix mode, but instead I'm using the prompt tiger flying. Now we understand the 4 modes: track, jingle, loop, and mix. Next we'll go over the feature search by reference. This tool allows you to grab any YouTube video and generate similar tracks to it. After copying and pasting the URL, we can see several tracks appear that sound similar. Lastly, we'll briefly go over the most overlooked features: moods, genres, themes, playlists, instruments, and BPM. With moods, you can find the tracks that fit perfectly with any given mood, such as erotic, romantic, and epic. Under genres, you can select different genres such as hyperpop, EDM, vaporwave, techno, and so many others. Let's listen to hyperpop. You can explore different themes such as action, advertising, art, beauty, cinematic, comedy, corporate, detective, documentary, drama, and more. Play around and find the tracks that suit your project. Here are the playlists that have been created to better help you find exactly what it is that you're looking for. Valentine's Day, meditation, music for podcasts, lo-fi vibes, turn up the bass, and more. Need a track that focuses on an instrument such as electric guitar? Then search here under Instruments. Finally, we have BPM, which stands for beats per minute. This determines the tempo speed of the track. Now let's talk more about prompting. You can enter in your own prompt, or you can select the prompting guides here, genres, moods, and activities. Unfortunately, you can't combine these different guides together, but you can use them for ideas to enhance your own prompts. For example, I'll type in genre, classical sad caterpillar, eating a leaf. And here's the final result.
Mubert.
If you found this video helpful at all, please hit the like button. Also, my referral link to this site is in the description below. Take care.